Hello guys, it's Clinton here from Bat and Ball Cricket. Guys, thanks for checking in for another one of my videos. And first off, a huge apology for the length of time between my videos. It's been actually over 6 months now, so my channel's actually up to over 100 subscribers. So guys, thank you for sticking around in my absence. Guys, I'll give you a quick update on how I'm going at the end of the video. But today, I want to get into doing a revisit video. I'm also trying a bit of a new setup. Obviously you can see that I'm not actually here in my room with my bats behind me. So I'm actually checking out a bit of a new feature that allows us to go from here at the Gabba to something that's a little bit more relative to what we're talking about today. So guys, as you can see behind me, we're looking at the New Balance 4030 cricket shoe. And guys, as always, here's one that I've got. Of course, we've done this video before. Now, wanted to do a revisit for two reasons. The first one is I've used the product a little bit more, so I've got a little bit more of an insight into how the product's going. And the second one is that was my very first video. So at the end of this video, where I've got a link to my first review of the New Balance 4030, check that out. And I like to pop back every now and again and have a look at that video just to see how things have changed in my videos. So guys, let's actually get into the review. New Balance 4030 cricket shoe, and this was the 2013-14 Australian summer shoe, and you can tell that by the blue. Last year here in Australia, these guys actually went orange, I believe, but don't quote me on that. I'll double check it and put a comment into the video. Guys, these are a shoe that are designed for predominantly a batting all-rounder or slow bowlers. And the reason for that is it just doesn't have the extra features in the shoe that allows it to keep up with the rigours of fast bowling. So those types of things include, if we actually come in and have a look at the bottom, here on the sides, or rather in the midfoot section, you can actually see there are some plastic reinforcings there. And what those are actually designed for is the stability of their shoe, or of the shoe. Now, for a fast bowler shoe, that actually comes all the way up to the insert and takes away the soft, I guess it's a rubber, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it actually replaces that, and that makes the shoe a lot more stable through this midsection of the shoe. The other thing that you'll notice as well in bowling shoes is they are a lot more leather included in those. So with the New Balance 4030, you can see the black section here around the New Balance end. That's actually all type of a mesh composite, so there's no leather in that section there. And then actually up around the actual ankle part of the shoe as well, that part is not leather either, and that stops it from rubbing on your ankle, but it also means that you don't get that support around your ankle as well, which fast bowlers really need and really look for. However, that said, this is a fantastic shoe, and I've been using these as my batting shoes. And you can see I've got these guys actually. I haven't got these guys spiked up at the back. I've got the conversion studs in there, and then with the 7. Yes, there are 7 there. With the 7 spikes actually in the front. Now, a number of international cricketers actually make comment on not batting in a full spike, and these are my batting shoes, or rather batting in a full spike. However, there are many batsmen at international level that do bat in a half spike, and from an Australian perspective, which of course is where I'm from, Michael Clarke, Steve Smith and David Warner are 3 guys that actually bat or they play in shoes that are half spikes, but they're actually running shoes or cross-training shoes that they've actually got or taken to a cobbler and got them converted to cricket shoes. So I kind of figure if it's okay for the Australian cricket captain to bat in a half spike, it's okay for me as well. I've also had a couple of experiences where I've actually got out not being able to move my feet due to my laces getting caught in my back spikes, and also getting the back spikes caught actually in the grass of the wicket or of the pitches as well. So I was going around the shoe for those final other couple of pieces. You can see this black section at the front of the shoe. That's actually it's a hard wearing section from when bowlers do actually drag their foot through the crease. So that's over the top there, so when you do drag that foot, it doesn't wear away the leather and cause for an early replace of your shoe. Otherwise, it's leather through those other sections other than what I mentioned, and of course it has a mesh tongue allowing for breathing as well. My other pair of shoes that I use for bowling, they do have a full leather toe in them as well. Guys, a couple of final points that are my personal preference. What I found with these shoes is I did find them a slightly bigger make than my other pair of cricket shoes. And having said that, I have a tendency to buy my cricket shoes a slight bit bigger than what I would normally wear. Now there's two reasons for that. Is the first one that I actually wear it's a semi-orthotic that I wear in my cricket shoes. It's not one that's designed from your foot, but it was one that was supplied by a podiatrist. But I also wear just a fabric that you can buy from any supermarket, fabric inner soles, and I wear these in fact in my business shoes on a day-to-day basis. Now what that allows me to do is allows me to control how much space there is in my shoe. I have a tendency to go between socks that I'm actually playing cricket in, from woolen socks right through to sport socks, which I know aren't best for playing cricket in. But what that allows me to do is just move the how much room is in my shoe with an inner sole, and look, that gives me the flexibility that I need, or that I look for in a shoe to allow me to get those best results from the shoe. Guys, I've been really impressed with the New Balance shoe, so much so that I'm caught in two minds at the moment. Due to my injury that I suffered that I mentioned in my previous video, I'm not sure whether or not at this point I'm going to come back sort of bowling as quick and with as much impact as what I have. So if that happens and I don't come back to 100%, I will probably make these shoes my fielding shoes, and I'll re-spike these with the heel as well. And what I will probably then look at doing is doing exactly what Michael Clark and those guys that I mentioned have done, is getting a really good quality cross trainer, one that's, instead of being in the $100 range or $150 range, something that's got those extra support features in them, right through to the comfort and the protection. And I will probably I'll look at getting those spiked up. There's a good company fairly locally here to me in Brisbane, here in Queensland, Australia, that does that at a pretty good rate. So I'll be able to get a pair of cricket shoes that should be able to last me for a long time. However, if I do come back and once I see the surgeon and he gives me the okay to get back into heavy things again, and I come back to the same length or the same strength that I was, then I'll definitely need a bowling shoe. I've mentioned that before, that I think I'll probably go for the New Balance 4040, which is the bowler's shoe, provided it's priced right. And look, that's the big thing with me. I'm after a quality product that's priced right. I'm not a brand sell at all. So guys, look, that's my review of the New Balance 4030, or sorry, my revisited review of the New Balance 4030 cricket shoe. Guys, I'm pretty keen for some feedback on the new setup, because obviously it's all about the quality of product, as I've mentioned to you guys before, and very keen to get from you a bit of feedback. Look, I like this ability or this setup because, as you can see, I've transitioned through, and it also gives me the ability to put up what's relevant to the review that I'm doing, or the video that I'm doing behind me. But we could also look at going from here with the shoe behind me to the SCG or Lords, or really anywhere that we like. Look, I'm pretty keen to get your feedback as to whether you like it, and as always, always keen for your feedback and your experiences on the products that I review. So please feel free to comment. Alright guys, thanks for checking in for this video, and as promised, I would also give you a quick update on my injury. Over 6 months now since injury and surgery. I've been back seeing the orthopaedic surgeon a couple of weeks ago, and he said I still need another 6 months on the injury list. So yes, that is a full 12 months on the injury list, and that's not back playing from that point later on in November this year. That's actually just the next review with the surgeon. So we're subsequent to or likely to another potential delay from there as well. So look guys, if you can, make sure you look after yourselves, because when once you're on that injury list, it's a long way road back, especially when you're fully keen and loving cricket as much as I do. Alright guys, thanks again for checking in for another one of my videos, and I'll catch you again in the future. Thanks guys.